So you want to make money with YouTube. You want to upload videos, short form or long form, and have all those views raked in. You want to have your network bringing in cash for you. Perhaps you want to sell courses. Perhaps you want to sell merchandise. You want to make money from YouTube. You are tired of being stuck in a job that you hate. Always trying to distract yourself with Netflix and social media while you have to do some crappy job. Be it cold calling, be it sweeping the floors, be it a waitressing, be it a corporate job, being stuck in an office in a small disgusting room like this. Forget about all that, because I'm going to tell you how you can make money with YouTube. How it's possible, how I've seen other people do it, because my channel is soon to go to 1,000 subscribers and it's going to be above 100,000 views over the last month and a half. I can show you how to make money from YouTube, not just because I have a YouTube channel, but because I've done it. Because making money on YouTube, earning cash online, is going to be the way of the future. I was with a mentoring student of mine, and we were talking about businesses, selling online and e-commerce and da. And I was telling him how you can use an online system and you have an online shop and you use videos and you can bring people in. And he said, "Sir, to me it seems like being an entrepreneur in the modern age means that you robotize your brain. You bring technology into your brain." Now, I thought to myself, robotize your brain, make your brain a robot, what does that mean? And I said, "Sir, please can you tell me, mentoring student, teach me, tell me, what does it mean to robotize your brain?" I don't know if it's a word, robotize. But he explained, you integrate your brain with technology. You say, okay, in the past, if I had to solve a crossword, how would I do it? Well, I would use a dictionary. Okay, I have my dictionary, my words. I would use a pen to write in the answer. And maybe I would have a filing book to index new words. And then over time, I'd improve the way that I do a crossword. Because now I've got a dictionary, I have an indexing system where I keep track of the words that I'm using. And so that's how I could improve my ability to solve that problem, which in this case is a crossword. But in the modern age, how would you solve the crossword? You integrate your brain with technology. You integrate your brain with modern tools and systems. For example, using artificial intelligence, using Oxford dictionaries online, using crossword fillers, using systems. If you robotize your brain, now you don't need all that training. You can click your fingers, upload the crossword. Maybe you need but the point is that you robotize your brain and understand all the different technologies and use it together. So in the let's say I wanted to let's say I wanted to create a newspaper. In the past, 40 years ago, the tools that I would have to integrate my brain with would be a printing press, would probably be a typewriter, might be a pen and paper, and might be using a paper mill. So now I use my paper mill, I've got my paper, put it into my typewriter, create the first draft, and then put it into the printing press, which would copy that draft and then copy it 1,000,000 times over using my system. But in the modern age, if I wanted to create a newspaper, the tools I would have to integrate with would probably have to be some artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, then perhaps a Word document, then perhaps I might need to use Grammarly to fix the grammar, and I might want to use a system like Canon Printing. It's an application that you just download your PDF file, Canon, so you can then print it easily. Or I would integrate my knowledge with some other system, for example, maybe a printing machine, the only physical thing. But I'm robotizing my brain. In order to do the printing job of a newspaper, another tool would be social media. So I might integrate my understanding of building a newspaper with LinkedIn or with Instagram or with YouTube or with TikTok. So that I can create my newspaper, send it out to people, but have it all digital. And both achieve the same purpose. Both, at the end of the day, are going to have a newspaper that gets to people. But in the modern age, the way you do it is not going to be the way that it was done. You want to do a crossword, nowadays you've got to use artificial intelligence or a crossword filler. You can't go and keep an indexing system. That's old-fashioned. Same thing goes for creating a newspaper. You can't use the old-fashioned way of using the paper mill and then feeding it through the typewriter and then getting that printing press, because you're just going to be out-competed by somebody who's using a technological system. So you use that newspaper, and then they use artificial intelligence like ChatGPT to generate doom news articles, and they copy-paste into Word, take that and put it in the Canon software, and then get a PDF file and then send it on LinkedIn, send it on Instagram, send it on YouTube, send it on Snapchat, send it on Twitter, X. And it's going to go everywhere. You just cannot compete with someone who has robotized their brain. Now, when it comes to making money with YouTube, you got to do the same exact thing. What is YouTube? It is sharing information. In the past, 20, 30 years ago, if you wanted to share information, you needed to stand up on a box in the middle of town square and then say, we're going to rise up against the labor unions, or we're going to rise up against the capitalists, or we're going to rise up against the CEO, or we're going to rise up against minimum wage, or we're going to do A, B, and C. You had to be physically where everybody was. You would have to have a loudspeaker and say, the only way to change your world is to charge by changing your clothing and come and buy my clothing. The only way to get your voice out was to be in physicality, in physical space. But now we need to ditch that old way, because if you're just dealing with flyers, handing them out at the robots, or you're in the newspaper as classified ads, or you're standing on a box telling people, come and buy from me, come, I'm going to teach you, you're never going to be able to compete with someone who can make one video which takes 5 seconds and they can get to 40,000 people, 400,000 people, 1 million people. And so if you want to make money on YouTube, the first first principle is to robotize your brain. YouTube is information dissemination, the disseminating platform of information, spreading it to the world. You got to understand, what are you doing? You're making a video and you're getting it out to the world. Now, how does YouTube work? It's going to take your keywords, it's going to take engagement, it's going to take comments, likes, and put that all into account to see, should we recommend your video? How do you make money from YouTube? Create high quality content, share, care, and encourage, and deliver value. And over time, those videos would increase in views to the point where you reach their magical thresholds and you become monetized. From there, you're making money with YouTube. That's the first way. The second way is you can bring all of your fans, the people who love you, the people who have felt the value that you added. Maybe if you're doing a gym, let's say you're doing gym. You're one of those really attractive, fit yoga moms, and you are doing gym. You could teach people how to do a yoga workout, how to stretch, how to do the windmill, and from there you can actually bring them in to teach them a physical course. How would you do that? Well, just by appealing to thousands, hundreds, tens or hundreds of thousands of people. A certain percentage are going to convert, and from there you can chat with them, provide a bit more value, and see if you can teach them a course. And the more people you have, the more demand you will have, and the more people will be there that you can actually teach them. It doesn't matter if you are a firearm instructor, if you are, for example, a gym coach, if you're a yoga instructor, or if you are a carpentry man. You can bring people in. And it's not for the sake of sending them some scam, snake oil salesman nonsense. It's actually for the sake of adding value. Because the only way you can build trust is by adding value. How do I know this? Because I've made videos about how you can sell online. I've shown proof. I've shown you the apps that I use. I've shown you how I copy and paste. And so from there, one of the guys went to my network, went to the subscribers club, clicked on it, and then contacted me. And I said, no problem, I can teach you. It's a small fee, but the information's worth thousands. And we do business. He gets information that he needs. I get a little bit of a stipend. But the point is that I'm sharing, caring, and encouraging, and adding value. And those are two distinct ways. Firstly, from ad revenue, and then from, it's not a course, it's about sharing information. And the third way you can do it is once you're very popular, I'm talking 50 to 100,000 followers, thousands and tens of thousands of views, what you can do is you can use that platform, go to restaurants, go to clubs, go to bars, go to entertainment centers, go to movies, go to retailers of clothing and say, I have a big following. Can you please sponsor me? It's going to be X amount per video or X amount per views. And that's how you make money with YouTube today. It's so simple, it's so easy, but you better start now.